Brothers and sisters, Vince Cameron, candidate for president 2022, and I'm here to talk about this election. The one thing I want to say in this piece is that this race here isn't about the Spencers. They out of this, right? They disqualified themselves. They took themselves out of this election. They had their chance over the last 3 years and they failed miserably, right? They went backwards in the last 3 years. And if you've seen any of my previous literature when I ran for this seat in 2019, I told you that we were all about progress and not regress, and they have taken you backwards. Let's give you an example. They ended your 401k. They sold the pension and welfare office and didn't even give you the slightest bit of a conversation. You had to find out about that after the fact. Some people were even walking up to the door and didn't know the place was sold. They brought in recently a fraudulent vendor to do temperature checks, to underwrite the temperature checks from the nurses that are taking the temperature check at a time on the end of the pandemic when people weren't even taking temperature checks. They said they were trying to save some money doing a temperature check, and they brought in a fraudulent vendor who, after they gave the vendor our HIPAA-protected miler information and the work dispatch report, she married those two together and started billing miler through Cigna at $155 per for laboratories under a doctor's visit, right? Fraud. They ignored all the grievances and complaints that you have filed over the last 2.5 years, right? They're up to the ceiling. They signed documents now in 2022 that now allows the stevedore to knock you off. The chain of...
You're fired. You're fired.
The chain of command that has always existed here on these docks for these 80-something plus years has been that you've got the head, you've got the foreman, and the stevedore communicates through them. If you want to knock them off, then you inform the header, you inform the stevedore. Now they've signed a document that allows the stevedore to knock you off with impunity. They have failed to represent at contract meetings and other president meetings. Look, you already know this military, we can't blame the checkers for having a better deal initially on the military than we had. Heck, when your president don't show to the negotiation and they're negotiating in that space on their own, why wouldn't they negotiate in their best interest and end up with almost $5 more per hour than we had on this initial thing? Look at what just happened in the warehouse. The regulars are making less than a walk-on checker. Additionally, we told the president, do not go in any further meetings without your business agent and your vice president. And what does he consistently do? Thinking that he's going to take one for the team and come back with the victory and share none of that, and does what? Drops the ball every time. And now what's on the horizon? Your vice president and your business agent are retiring in December of 2022, and now you would dare to have him in there on his lonesome? Hey, we had Zoom calls every week, every Monday during the pandemic, and there were every president on the phone from Morehead City, North Carolina, right on around to Houston, Texas. Every president was on that call but one, George Spencer. Same George Spencer that don't show up at a lot of meetings, call himself not traveling and all. How is he going to get a better understanding to advantage you when he won't go to nothing, right? All they've managed to do is put every member of their family on a payroll wherever it's possible and drain the coffers of this local while not even caring to cut the grass, trim the hedges, or maintain the union hall in his office. Have you been in there? Have you seen those chairs where the leather done come off the armrest and the head back and all like that, the ceiling crumbling? And he said, oh, we saving money because we're going to get another union hall. What money are you saving? That money ain't being saved at all. You got George in the hall doing temperature checks, say he's saving money, but now Lorenzo walks on and off the payroll, saving what money? So he's taking up the savings? Look, while they running around talking about all lives matter, only lives that clearly has been shown to matter is Spencer lives. And the elephant in the room on all of this is they spent nearly $100,000 of the union's money trying to make me ineligible as a candidate for this window of time on a fake narrative. We wasted enough time and energy on them. This election is not about them. They clearly knew that they weren't going to bring anything of value on the table, and all they wanted to do is eliminate the competition. And at this point, they are not a product of this discussion as for candidates going forward. This December 12th, 2022, this election is about forging ahead with people that have the heart and the commitment for this organization to move forward. At a critical time like this, when it's all coming together, it's on us to move this local forward. Vincent Cameron for President 2022. Brothers and sisters, vote your conscience. Vote for your future. Vote your wallet. Vote VCAM, Prez 2022. God bless you.